Do you think most wives expect emotional support from husbands they don't emotionally respect?
One of the things that drives me bananas, and again, you'll see it if you want to see it and you'll deny it if you refuse to look at it. What I find interesting, if you pay attention to this, men are so transparent in the fact that they find women so confusing. They're just like, I don't understand her. I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. I don't understand this creature. It's a mystery to me. On the other side of this, women are so convinced they know everything about men. If he wanted to, he would. He doesn't want to. He's that kind of guy. And we label them as these things, and we don't see the beauty and the nuance and the complexity of men. And the reason that I say that is that men are also very emotional creatures. They are not culturally supported in building the skill set of using their vocabulary to disclose their inner worlds. That's something that they, I think, desire the ability to do. But the condition for that for men is safety. And we don't talk enough about how men need safety too, right? If you want a man to be vulnerable or emotionally intelligent, and again, they are just in their own different ways, but that's a subject matter for a different time, you have to create the container that allows them to work on that, to aim to disclose their inner world, to try to figure out in them, while you're there listening and reflecting back to them what they're sharing with you, that this is okay. And I'm not judging you, right? A lot of men very strongly believe that if they are vulnerable with a woman, that woman will be less attracted to them. That's a strong narrative I hear from thousands of men. Thousands meaning, yes, I do work with a lot of men, and I listen to them. I listen to learn, and I learn a lot by listening to them. And so while we desire the emotional depth of men, you have to be that environment, create that environment where it's safe to them to go that deeply with you and to know that it's safe and you're not judging them and you're not going to weaponize it and you're not going to use it against them in a conflict, because I think the beauty of a relationship is how deep you're really willing to go in that intimacy, in that connection, in that spirituality. And again, for both sides, like I think both men and women have beautiful complexity of emotions and depth. How deep somebody's willing to go is usually dependent upon how safe they feel. And that's both sides. Men need to know that it's okay if they're ambitious and they go out and they want to conquer the world. When they have a really rough day, that they can come home and they have a wife who supports them and loves them unconditionally of how well they perform that day, right? Your love for them is not conditional upon how much money they have or their resources or, that they went out and kicked ass that day, right? Because then they're going to feel this pressure. And of all people whose words can build or break somebody, right? Your spouse is that one person who will influence you. And I think men, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think men at their core have this root of insufficiency, right? It's like, I have to perform, I have to provide, I have to conquer, I have to accomplish, I have to compete. And men are wired to compete. And so they do these things, but that feedback is if they don't perform well, they're inadequate, insufficient, not good enough, right? And then they come home to a wife who's nagging them, criticizing them, giving them shit about not doing the dishes the way that she would do it, not putting the laundry away or picking shit up that she would see. And again, this is because our awareness is different, but you personalize that and then you criticize him. So not only did he have a rough day at work, he comes home and he's berated by his wife, and then you say you want him to be emotionally vulnerable with you. Do you think he's going to feel the need to do that, the desire to do that? No, he's probably going to go lock himself in his office and work at something where he can see progress. He can see he's doing well. He can see he's improving, right? Because he's not getting that from you. And so I'm not saying this to insult or attack women, but I think it's really to open your mind to the fact that the things that you demand from your husband, he probably desires from you. And if you'd be willing to give that, I can almost guarantee he'd be willing to give it back to you.